The following is an excerpt from the debut Pursuit of Wonder affiliated book, Notes from the End of Everything. Perhaps to be human is to struggle one's whole life to find some solid ground to stand on, and then die never coming anywhere close. And perhaps that's not even a bad thing. To know the true meaning of life and self is to do what with it? End the mystery? End the game? What then? Perhaps one day we will find some unifying theory of everything, and perhaps somehow this will make everything better. But what are the odds that we still care about the point of life after we've found it? Imagine a movie in which you knew exactly why and what everything was from the start. Imagine a life. If we found a theory of everything or equation that connected the mysteries of quantum mechanics and Einstein's theory of general relativity, and we understood the very core of how and why the universe worked, what difference would this really make in terms of the meaning of life? Would two different people still not watch the same movie and experience and interpret two different things? We would, of course, all agree that it's a movie and on how the movie works, but when it comes to meaning, there will always remain a perceptual layer completely relative to the individuals observing it. Because of this, if we found the overarching ultimate truth of existence tomorrow, half the world would not believe it, the other half would fight for it, and as a whole, we would be no different. And if somehow the whole world did agree upon one truth, what then? Utopia? What then? The truth we seek when considering the quality and meaning of our lives is not an outward truth, not a truth that resolves the questions of the universe, but a truth that gleans inward and assembles into a stable self that can be integrated seamlessly into our perception of the whole around us, a truth we can't ever truly have. Truth is not even the right word here. There is no right word here. That's the point. I sit here writing, thinking about my being, about the strange relationship I have with this life and this plane of existence. I think about how alive I feel right now while writing, how potent this moment is, how insane and beautiful it is, how important it has been to me in the past. Thinking, writing, talking, and reading about earnest experiences and attempts at living. Personally, the direct confrontation with the challenges, complexities, sufferings, and plights of the human condition have provided me with some of, if not all of the most profound, potent, and beautiful moments of my life. And I wonder if I would have ever experienced any of those undeniably worthy moments if life made sense, if it didn't hurt and overwhelm me. How beautiful would the night sky be if we knew exactly where it went and how the stars got there? How incredible would a view from a mountaintop be if we knew exactly why the rocks and trees were the way they were? Would we ever be inspired to create art and form interpretations out of this life? What would I have written about? What would I have read about? How would I have ever found love or friendship or connection with others? Why would I have ever laughed or cried? What would I be doing right now? Would there be anything to say? Anything to live or die for? I don't feel that my life would have been any better if I had known any more of what it was all about. In fact, I think it would have only worsened the whole thing. We seem to so desire certainty, an immortality, a utopic end to conflict, suffering, and misunderstanding. And yet, in the final elimination of all darkness exists light with no contrast. And where there is no contrast of light, there is no perception of light at all. What we think we want is rarely what we do. If we ever got what we did, we would no longer have anything. What we really want is to want. To have something to ceaselessly chase and move towards, to feel the motion and synchronicity with the universe's unending forward movement. Like how all great relationships and friendships are comprised of two people who counterbalance one another through various intricate oppositional forces and traits, so too does the human exist in relationship with the universe. The relationship between us and the universe must persist with a counterbalance, a confrontation, a give and take, a rational faced with the absurd, a meaning faced with the meaninglessness, the finite faced with the infinite. Like most relationships, it has its rather intense ups and downs, and we have our differences, but we stay in the relationship because, inside us both, for some reason, we still want each other. This video was an excerpt from the brand new debut Pursuit of Wonder affiliated book, Notes from the End of Everything, which I'm very happy to announce is now available and can be found through the link in the description. The book is written by me, the writer and creator of Pursuit of Wonder, so if you enjoyed this video or enjoy Pursuit of Wonder content in general, the book will likely, hopefully, sit nicely alongside your interests. In the book, we follow the mind of a fictional narrator who, after being diagnosed with a brain tumor, makes efforts to finally and fully reconcile with his life while loosely chronicling the development of his cancer. Through a collection of journal-like essays posthumously discovered on his computer, we explore the narrator's reflections on concepts like time, being, death, anxiety, creativity, happiness, wonder, absurdity, and much more. If you're interested, again, you can find the book by clicking the link in the description below. Thank you sincerely in advance if you do choose to purchase it, and I hope you enjoy. And of course, thank you so much for watching in general, and see you next video.